Monday morning, Kingston, beautiful day for a skate or to watch some curling as the Tim Hortons Brier continues here on TSN. The last time the Brier was in Kingston, 1957 at the Memorial Center. In 2020, we're at the Leon Center. It is day 3 of the Tim Hortons Brier. Coming inside the building, we don't have a coach, but we have a desk. That'll do. It is the morning show. Brian Mutrick joined by Kathy Gauthier. And you look at one of the matchups last night, two of the favorites, Newfoundland Labrador, Brad Gushue taking on Brendan Bottcher and Team Alberta. I thought it'd be a high-scoring game. It was actually a low-scoring affair.
Well, it was a really good example of where analytics has really factored in these top teams, really wanting to maintain that last rock advantage. And it did come down to the 10th end, though, Brian, as we expected.
So you have Brad Gushue, two-time Brier champ. Brendan Bottcher, 2 times he's made the final and lost. And it came down to this in 10.
Well, lots of time discussing which rock to run back, thinking if he makes this, Brendan Bottcher won't have a shot. Well, it turned out he didn't even have to make his last shot.
So handshake says Brendan Bottcher did not need hammer, and it was a low-scoring affair as Team Alberta still perfect. They combined for 5 points. Alberta wins. Manitoba beating Northern Ontario, and that came down to a measurement. New Brunswick losing to Team Canada by 4, and Ontario, John Epping, he is having a week thus far. I know we're just getting started, but he is perfect. That championship round of 8 begins on Thursday. We have 2 pools. The top 4 from each pool will move on to make that championship round, and more importantly, you need to know you take your record and your losses with you. So our feature, Nova Scotia and PEI, and we'll start with Jamie Murphy. He's won his province 6 of the last 8 years. His best record at the Brier, he was 5-6 a couple years ago in Regina. But Kathy, is he one of those teams that could maybe pull off an upset here this week?
Well, he certainly could. The challenge for Jamie is he likes a very conservative style of play. Yesterday afternoon against Brad Gushue, he got down and he maintained that style of play. Needs to switch it. You can't get back in by simplifying.
Which makes for an interesting matchup because Brian Cochrane, PEI, he's a 2-time Canadian senior champion, and he loves a lot of rocks in play.
Well, he does, and part of it is the whole senior thing, and it's not about inability, it's about preference. They got to the point in this career, they want to have rocks in play, but sometimes too many. Degree of difficulty can be very high for Brian.
So you're all set, the rocks are ready, we're ready. It is a battle of Eastern Canada. It is PEI taking on Nova Scotia. First rock next from Kingston.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
We do approach the game with a lot of respect, and we do still practice hard, and we play hard. It's just a little different than what some of the top teams do, but we certainly have every expectation to come here and to win every time we step foot on the ice.
We're going to have to play well, and I think we can. I think we will, and that's our goal, is just to be in every game, and hopefully we can scratch out some wins. But it would be pretty special to get to the championship round, and I think 4-3 probably does that. That's our goal.
Battle of Eastern Canada, and as you heard, 2 teams trying to fight their way into that championship round. It's our feature, and it's time to meet the teams. Brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with Team Nova Scotia. Skip Jamie Murphy. 3rd, Paul Fleming. 2nd, Scott Zachary. The lead is Phil Kroll. And PEI, your skip is Brian Cochrane. 3rd, Ian McCauley. 2nd, Morgan Curry. And lead, Mark O'Rourke. So it will be tough for these teams to try crack that championship round that begins Thursday here at Leon Center. Team Nova Scotia comes in the 9th seed, so seeding-wise, they're just on the outside looking in. Brian Cochrane, PEI, the 13th seed coming in. And this morning, it was indeed Team Nova Scotia winning the draw to the button. So they have the hammer. They're throwing the Red Rocks. PEI, Brian Cochrane, the Yellowstones. So to start draw 6 this morning, the lead for PEI is Mark O'Rourke. And it's interesting, Kathy, you talk about strategy, rocks in play, comfort level. Brian has been to the Brier not as many times, obviously, as Jamie, but he has so much experience. A world senior gold medalist, 2-time Canadian champ as well. And for Jamie Murphy, one of those guys always sort of knocking on the door and an opportunity to play spoiler, and he's got a great chance in this game this morning.
Well, it'll be a really interesting matchup. These are two teams that we would think that we would see back in the day when there was not a tour, where you send your best representatives from a province when it was more equal footing. These two teams both commit a lot of time to the sport, but they're not on the tour, but just very different styles of play.
An early indication, so the first stone from PEI in the house, and Phil Kroll in his third Brier appearance. The corner guard is coming up, so game on here for Jamie Murphy.
Have a look. Have a look.
Good.
Have a look still, I think.
Pretty good.
Go ahead. Yep. Yep, go ahead. Yep, get it over there. I got it. I got it.
Shot. Hi, boy.
Would you like in your coffee this morning? A corner guard, please.
Guys.
Thank you very much.
No cream or sugar.
Better. Wow. Wow.
Trying to protect their own.
Wow. Wow. Just at the end. Finish it, Morgan. All right, it's going anyway.
All you can, 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 yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Kathy, we see the whistle there on Brian Cochrane that he wears, and it's been cleared medically that he's allowed to use it because of a condition that he has.
It's an interesting story. So Brian has a condition that was diagnosed when he was about 4 years old. It's related to his larynx, and he's had multiple surgeries to remove growths on that. It's now down to about once a year, but still has laser surgery all the time. And you hear the hoarseness in his voice. And so he has been medically approved to use a whistle. You'll hear him use it once to start the sweeping, as you can see it around his neck. The second time that he blows it is a signal to his team to come off of it. So this is not a case of, sorry, Russ, I'm going to pick on you. Russ, where he used to yell really loud at the Brier and by day 3 had no voice left. You have to manage that on your own. But this is a medical condition that he continues to deal with, and that's why he's been cleared to use the whistle.
Pretty far out.
Weight's pretty good.
Coming. Starting to go now.
Weight's pretty good.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Okay, line's good now, yep, yep. Go hard. Hard.
Go in.
Good, good, it's good.
Good sweep.
Boy.
Nice shot from Morgan Curry, who is making his Brier debut. And he was on the team that won Canadian gold and World Senior gold as well with Brian Cochrane.
And this is a style of play that this PEI team is very good at. Nova Scotia need to be very careful about getting lured into a draw game against this team. Very, very good at it.
Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Roll, Paul.
Scott Zachary
Hard.
trying to clean things up out front, and that redstone is spinning and grinding, and it should hang on and will. Back 12.
Well, when you look at this PEI team, they're already well on the way to doing what I think they need to do this morning, and that's complicate early. Get a lot of rocks in play. You're comfortable with it. Nova Scotia may not be as much, and then force the draw game. Yesterday in that Newfoundland Labrador versus Nova Scotia game, it was a hit fest. Very little opportunity to draw for Jamie, and it's hard to get that sense of feel when you haven't thrown very many.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Well, Jew in.
It's going to overcurl. It's going to overcurl. Stay close. Yep. Yep.
And for Jamie Murphy and his Nova Scotia team, we've talked about his style of play. I think that for Jamie, he needs to stay the course against this PEI team. Don't get lured into a lot of rocks. Play to make sure that you keep things open. And some wonderful numbers from Paul Fleming already, 15% better than the third from PEI. And so that's going to be your bailout and the guy that's got to make some really big shots.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Okay, good. It's all right. It's good.
Now they've asked for a timeout. It's a rock management issue that's flashing or not flashing.
Yep.
I don't know what happened there.
No, I just saw you signaling.
Yeah, he did too. I don't know what happened.
But everything seems to be good.
So important, too, for Ian McCauley to reset in the hack.
It is. Those are the timeouts that you are allowed to take if there's issues related to equipment or to rocks flashing or not flashing that don't affect your overall time and are not considered one of your timeouts.
Hard, boys. Lean on it. Lean on it. Lean on it, Morgan. Lean on it.
Okay. Can't quite save it. It'll wreck and spill in, though. And I believe it is PEI, line 3.
Take this double. Can you make the big weight double and roll and be fine in the back? No?
Well, you might be able to roll it a bit, but I
Okay.
don't want to choke this off.
Okay. Wait.
So this is about eliminating stones, but it's also about opening access to the shot stone.
That shouldn't.
So as much as it is removal, one of the keys is making sure that Paul's stone does not stay right there.
Yes! Really hard.
Yep.
Back it up. Hard.
Yes. Back it up.
Paul Fleming in his 8th Brier appearance.
Jeez.
And a tough one there. Gets one to go, but look at the spinning rock right to the button.
Hey, Paul.
And I don't know if Brian Cochrane could draw up a better end when you look at your keys and what you said off the top, Kathy.
Top 8? Top 4? Top 8.
Right?
Now, PEI is certainly in better shape right now.
Yeah.
And a chance to partially get behind and choke off some of those run backs. Both stones in front of the house are red, belonging to Nova Scotia. They will be run back.
Hey, foot.
So trying to tuck around and take one of those away.
Just mark. Whoa, whoa.
Ian McCauley in his second Brier, a 5-6 record back in 2003. He was a second in Halifax playing with Brian Cochrane. And of course, a part of that great senior team, 2 Canadian senior titles, a world senior gold as well. And Kathy, something you got to compete in and won yourself.
It was a wonderful experience. For me, it was just an opportunity to play with 3 women that I had so much respect for. But, you know, it used to be seniors was for old people. Maybe it's because I'm older now. I think it's not. But it really was a minicosm of all the people I played at the Scotties. And I know for Brian, he's competed against some of the best teams in the world. So that title comes with it a lot of respect and a lot of great shot making.
The run back 2 moving. Great shot there, Paul Fleming. Looking a little better here for Nova Scotia in 1.
Did that hit Brian?
No.
Well, they got rid of a lot of granite. His upweight ability, that's one of the keys, is his play. He locked the guards out front, but he did open up the path.
Right around. Christmas tree them, kind of. Yeah. Yep. Slide and good here. Slide and good here.
Is it? I just pooched my practice thing. Yeah.
I think he's talking about his draw to the button. He threw the draw to the button to try win hammer this morning. Came up basically just biting 12-foot.
And that's a really good conversation with his front end, just saying to him, maybe he just didn't slide well, but what you think it is in terms of draw weight is what it is.
Yep. Gotta go hard, Morgan.
Hard! Real hard!
Real hard.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Shot.
Lovely draw weight there. It's incredible, Kathy. He's in his second Brier appearance at 62 years of age. And the beauty of this game is that it doesn't matter your age.
Just an inch.
It's kind of like golf, right? You see a lot of these players go to the senior circuit and they still are incredible. And draw weight still with him. Lovely shot there.
Oh, I know. In turn 2. I thought I got close yet.
Talking about the finish, the one thing is there's lots of cleaning going on. I don't know what they've seen in the middle of the ice, but Jamie taking a long time to get down to the hack. The one challenge about going around as far as he did is it does open the shot stone up for Jamie to get to it.
Is there another one on the left side of center there too? Yeah, just back 8, back 4.
Yeah.
And they talked about Christmas treeing
He's
it,
good there,
Kathy,
eh?
so that Yellowstone 8-foot, if that's what, a foot to the left, a little
You
more,
bet.
all of a sudden this shot isn't there.
No, it isn't, because for Jamie, he would have seen half of the one just shown by Brian and half of the shot stone. Those are much more difficult.
And I don't think he got out to the stick here.
Grab. No, it's grab. Try and unhook it.
I talked about things grabbing. We have not seen a lot of that on this ice surface.
Trying to set something up maybe for
Grab.
his final shot, but you hear the comment, it grabbed on him, and now PEI, what an opportunity here to put the heat on.
Sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
I think I'm going to spin this just a bit more. I think so. Just got to throw it a little crisper.
And look at the angles now on those Reds, Kathy, out front. Really nothing
Not
to
good.
run back in. Or they're not lined up well anyways.
So going to try to throw this a little crisper, okay?
Behind the guard anywhere.
Well, we can go right in on top of the one in the fourth. It's not bad.
Gotcha.
So taking the same ice, we'll throw it with, he calls a more crisp release, which means that it will have more rotation. We'll throw it at the broom instead of having it come out of his hand really soft. There you go, lots of rotation. That will keep the rock running straighter, longer.
So Kathy, though, if you're going to miss here, don't you want to be up high because you come in and set up a stick double?
The miss is top 12.
Yeah, you don't want
for
to be in
sure.
too deep here because then you give
Gotta go hard.
Jamie his get out of jail free card.
How about?
And that's pretty good.
Good.
This is nice. Morgan, keep the broom down, okay?
Now, lots of concern
Goes, eh?
this morning about the ice.
I think kick was good.
For T-line or for
It's
what
not
I
as
wanted
quick
to-
as draw the button.
So he's basically conceding the one
Correct.
from that ice,
90.
Kathy. He's just trying to get in there full
Try to
four
throw
and
on the T-line.
give up a
Yeah.
steal of one.
You bet. Sometimes not playing to score is the best option. There really is no run off any of those stones out front. And so we'll aim for T-line,
Line's good.
try to concede just one.
Line's good. Line's fine. Piece of the 4-foot. Piece of the 4 is all you need.
Clean it.
Final stone on the
good.
way here in
Yep.
one from
Can't hurt
Jamie
it.
Murphy
Can't hurt it.
out of the
Yeah.
Halifax
Yep.
Curling
Right to it.
Club. Needs lovely
Right to it.
draw weight to try
shot.
cut PEI down
Murph.
to one. He does just that. That's a nice shot.
That's a very nice shot considering what happened on his first one and the pressure facing 3.
90. What? 90.
We're underway on this Monday morning. Glad you're watching our coverage here. The Tim Hortons Brier on TSN.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, and by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Welcome back to our Brier coverage. We are in Kingston, Ontario, right on the 401 between Montreal and Toronto. 31st time, Kathy, the Brier has been played in Ontario. The last time in Ottawa back in 2016. And the winners that year, guys named Cooey, Kennedy, Lang, and Hebert.
I've heard of those people.
And they are all back here on different teams, mind you. As
that's interesting, eh?
They've changed up, but always exciting for a chance to win in your home province. That's what John Epping is trying to do, and you could argue as well Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs. And you see then
I don't know what
that delivery. I don't know if it's the ice or someone's slider is maybe causing some issues.
I don't know, but I've never seen as much cleaning as we have this morning. So they're talking about scratches. There you go.
That's got to be off somebody's slider.
It is for sure.
What was that, Phil?
Let's take a watch. So we'll see if he looks behind him. Yeah, he immediately pulls back.
Phil Kroll for sure. It's on Phil's.
Oh, that's great that he actually hopped himself over to the boards to not create anything else. That's not a rip in his Teflon or anything. It's some little piece of debris that maybe got underneath it. They'll often suggest to the curlers at events like this to stay off the carpet as much as you can. There's carpet fibers. It's very, very little things that can cause that.
Come on, drawing.
Debris to stay on the ice and cause issues with stones.
Go, bud.
And not from a lack of trying, Kathy. You know, a lot of events downstairs where you come in, literally there's signs saying, please remove your outdoor shoes.
Oh,
they're doing all they can.
Boot cleaners here. They've got vacuums going all the time. They've got the sticky pads as you walk onto that area to pull things off. A lot of the curlers will walk with their shoes in their hands and just have their sock feet walking onto the surface to protect it as much as they can, but things sometimes happen.
Line only.
Lower through.
No, back 8.
Very nice.
It's good, it's good.
Another busy morning across the sheets of ice at the Leon Center. We'll keep you up to date, our feature on Sheet A. Over on Sheet B, a pair of teams looking for their first wins, Quebec and Nunavut. Sheet C, BC and Saskatchewan. That should be a good battle this morning. A pair of 1-1 teams. Steve Laycock is the skip. Jimmy Cotter throws the fourth stone there. And Northwest Territories and Team Wildcard and Mike McEwen winning that play-in game on Friday versus Glenn Howard.
Well, and you mentioned that Alec Berard was one of the teams that had not won yet, but what a wonderful game he had yesterday. So contenders for sure to maybe make this championship pool.
And Jake Higgs out of Nunavut, the import, skipping out of the Iqaluit Curling Club. So a lot of new faces here for the very first time. These some familiar faces though over on Sheet C. British Columbia, Team Saskatchewan, and one of the great young players in the game, two-time Canadian champ at Dunstone, his final stone in 1.
And a great opportunity here early in this game for Matt to find draw weight without having pressure to be to a very specific area. Any piece of the paint will do.
Matt and his team, part of our feature against New Brunswick and James Grattan yesterday. What a comeback, Kathy, that was. They were down 5-1 at one point, no quit as they battled back, and that's a nice draw from Matt Dunstone. And 2 on the board, so they lead early.
It's the ice for draw.
At the Brier.
Great shot. Good pair, man.
Well, Nova Scotia coming short on that attempt to come around, and in grouping the stones allows the PEI team to remove both, or the attempt to.
Shoot it, Morgan, shoot her, shoot her.
Hey. Andy. Shot.
And that shooter rolls in, top 12.
Shot. Nice shot.
Fort. Fort.
Whoa.
Just
Nova Scotia had a couple of great years. Mark Dacey winning in 2004, and then in 2005, Sean Adams making the final with Paul Fleming. And Dave Nedewin and that great Furby team fought back and won a year later in Edmonton.
A lovely soft weight roll from Paul Fleming underneath.
Good sweep.
And there you see Alec Bedard. A 2-0 advantage over Team Nunavut on sheet B, and a blank. So Mike McEwen still with hammer and 2. Wild
Morgan.
Shot.
Oh, whoa.
Hi, boy.
Hi, boy.
Nicely done. Hangs on the edge. Jamie has two choices here. He can hit and roll, or he can ignore that stone and try to utilize the corner guard on the left side to get behind.
We mentioned that 2004 gold medal, and that was that great Mark Dacey win the comeback versus Dave Nedewin, Randy Furby. I talked with Coach Bruce Lonis, who's the coach this year and on that team, and he said at this level, it is so hard to get down early, and the importance of last rock, he said, was just critical, especially against some of these top-end teams. He mentioned Gushu yesterday. Blanked the first, got a deuce right away, and with the style of play that they play, Kathy, that you talked about, it was tough to come back, and he said that was critical. As for draw weight, he says, you know, we know the paths are pretty fast. The one thing, though, that we have to be cognizant of is that it'll just speed up way quicker. Maybe it takes 5 or 6 or 7 rocks usually. He said 2 or 3 down a path, and boom, it's going to get real slick real fast.
And he's very invested in this team. You see him often jumping off the bench to get a better angle and view, so that if he is asked to come out for a timeout, he's got a really good sense of what the ice is doing. And obviously experience at winning is a huge factor too.
Mark, you got her. You got her, buddy. Good job, buddy. Good sweep.
I'm pretty sure that yellow's not in, Kathy. I think earlier Jamie had a look. The Yellowstone there.
We can see a lot of white.
I don't think that Jamie's that concerned about that.
Sorry,
I think Paul just took a quick glance at it.
Well, if you're able to hit and roll in front of it, it is something that Brian Cochrane can jam on if you're able to roll to the left.
Normal. Close. Just normal.
Close. Whoa.
Pull down. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Stay with it. Stay with it.
Jamie Murphy trying to hit and flop over. Zachary, a few more scrubs. That's a pretty good shot.
That's very nice. It takes a long time to move. You're anticipating, and you want to believe that it will.
Could have been going hard on that.
But if you watch, it is fully on the other side of the center line, and you want to catch enough to make sure that you stick around.
Sorry, Murph.
Wow.
Could have made that better for you.
I thought Scott would have been.
I think we'll just freeze, let them know the weight.
Okay.
Have to keep the angle. It'll go sideways. If I just draw weight, it'll go sideways.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep talking to him there.
Okay.
Speed's good here.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that Yellowstone is there, it's now in his way. He being Brian Cochrane, if that Yellowstone were not there, you could expect he'd play a soft weight to hit it out or chip it sideways and stick around, but it's now his own stone that gets in his way. That's why he's electing to play the freeze.
And they got on this right away, Kathy. Trying to hold the angle too. They may not be shot stone, but they move it enough.
Okay.
And now a tricky little shot to try pick up two.
Great weight on that shot, just over curled that little bit.
Oh, he threw that all right. He might just take a touch less. He had here. I don't think I need
So the
quite that
chance for
much.
two's there. It'll be a delicate little shot, little tap.
Right there. Good?
Yeah. So you're giving me like just through?
Same kind of weight he just threw, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Heavy draw.
So it's just tapping it back a little bit to be able to score the 2. You don't have to even move it out of play. You just got to graze it over enough that the stone that is behind it comes into play for the second point.
Speed's good here.
Yeah. Maybe an inch more?
Yeah.
Okay. Just through kind of weight.
Yeah. Okay.
His Tim Hortons Brier debut was back in 2012 in Saskatoon, finishing with a 4-7 record. Back in the old format, we saw him in that pre-competition game, that round, a few times as well.
Yes! Just through. Yes! Whoa! Whoa! Yes!
Final stone on the way. Just got to move it, that foot.
Very nice.
That is a lovely touch shot. Jamie Murphy, clinical.
Good sweep, guys. Yeah.
As he picks up 2 and takes advantage of Hammer here in the second end.
Great shot.
Nova Scotia with a lead over PEI here in Kingston.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by AGI, West Steel, Westfield, Batco, Nico, SureTrack, and more. We are AGI.
It is draw 6 at the Tim Hortons Brier. Our feature matchup this morning, Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. And that was a nice touch shot from Jamie Murphy, the 38-year-old skip, out of the Halifax Curling Club to pick up 2 in that second end.
And I think it was also huge for Jamie Murphy coming off the first end in which his first one picked, then he's facing 3, he's playing to concede a point, makes a wonderful shot to do that. You want to feel like you're in control of the game, and by making a soft shot like that, it gives not only himself, but the rest of his team a little bit of confidence.
Wow. Wow. Line's good. Way out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Stay with it. Yep.
Hard for line. Hard. 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 It's over curling. Hard. 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 Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. It's good. Short. Yeah.
Well, through the order, PEI, some wonderful draw weight. Never far off.
Have a look, Phil.
Weight's
Have
good.
a look. No bump.
Line's good.
Clean it.
Line's
Weight's
good. Sleep for weight.
Clean it.
Line's good. Fine.
Whoa.
Little room.
Whoa.
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 Weight's good.
No.
Slight tap.
Heavy, heavy,
Watch the handle, very little rotation.
All right.
That's why it drifts or floats in.
Good.
Angles right now are better for Nova Scotia, so PEI wanting to remove that center guard to ensure that they have access to the 4-foot for Brian's last.
Morgan Curry with the peel. Born in PEI, he lives in Ottawa. Is this worthy, Kathy, of your catchphrase? What a mess. Does that work here on Sheet D?
Usually Vic calls me a mess.
Oh,
but
wow.
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those situations where Mike did not make the first shot in terms of moving that red stone. But what he did do is he changed the angles. There certainly is a chance to come through that hole, make the double for 3.
Could you ever get lucky and wiggle that top red while making the double? Move it sideways.
Close.
We'll find out.
I guess.
Mike McEwen, final stone. Bang, bang. And he did get that one red one moving, but it'll just be a single. And I think they were trying that, Kathy.
No, I think, you know what, for him it over curled. If it hangs a little bit straighter and he gets through without catching, it's got more oomph to get that red shot stone out.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
So technically what you're saying is that was my mess then.
Well, yes.
Okay, I'll take full credit. So just a single for Team Wildcard and a 1-0 lead.
Lago. 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 Board weight.
PEI in a bit of a bailing mode right now. So when you look at the numbers coming into this game, on the Nova Scotia team at the skip position, it is a slight edge, insignificant almost for Jamie, but look at the difference. Paul Fleming, 15% better than the third, and in the middle, Scott Zachary also 7%. Those are definite pluses. So for Scott and Paul to play well, that gives Jamie so much of an advantage, but you got to take advantage of what you got in the middle to see that on the board.
Guarded, and that's not guarded at all. Now, like that, it looks hard that way, but yeah, okay. Paul, you kind of do that a little.
Right now, there's no way to remove those reds, both of them, in making a double without jamming onto the yellow. But he can play it from the center line side where the guard was. So this is about getting another stone in there.
How much? Looks heavy.
Fully, I think.
Okay,
Wanting to try to lure Brian Cochrane into playing a hit and maybe scattering some of his own.
Top four. Top four. Easy, easy. Top four.
Whoa. Whoa. Scott, hit it a bit. Hit it a bit. Hit it a bit. Yep.
Whoa. A shot.
That's right where they wanted it.
Very nice.
Good throw, Paul. Hi, boy.
Maybe it's this one.
Well, that yellow's saving us.
Yeah.
See it up here.
Yeah, it's a good time for Ian to go down and take a look.
It's yellow here saving us right now.
Is it? Because it's not going to be there in the end.
What's that?
I mean, they can hit it anytime they want. So if we move it back here, it's okay. The good thing I like about that is that moves that one to there. Because if we touch this one, that one stays in the middle, that one stays here. And the thing is, you're going to hit that one first. You're not going to move that very far. What are you seeing?
I like the chicken down.
I know this one. Because then he always still has us with this one, right? That one's never.
But we have it too, right? You go here.
Yeah.
There. What's he gonna play?
Doesn't he always have that one? If we play that, our shooter stays there. That moves here. Okay. This is your first one.
Unless you just want to chip this out and like in.
No. You see anything, Mark?
Well, is this any good?
We could do that.
Like that 7 rock's hurting us right now.
Yeah, True. We could do that and just blank in.
Right?
We could do that and just blank in.
That's not bad.
I kind of like that.
Just with boards? Or control?
Whatever. Yep. Control.
So trying to catch as much of this yellow as possible to move that stone out. If you happen to catch the top one, this stone may go. For sure you need to move these stones around. There's 4 stones still to come for PEI. You're early enough in the end that there's no good that is happening for you right now. So moving stones back gives you some options. You can always clean things up on the next stone, but movement is important. Yellow ideal, but even if he catches the top red, you get rid of one of those reds and keep your shooter around.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Shot.
And Ian McCauley will clip that red stone off the button.
Way better than it was.
A little better, I think.
Normal. Roll a bit.
Nose hit on that stone to make the double off the 2 yellows.
Saw earlier Paul Fleming, 2 Canadian mixed curling titles in '99 and 2003.
Yep.
He skipped in Edmonton back in 1999 and had a 7-5 record that year.
Good shot.
Pretty good.
That's very
Yellow
good.
goes and now frozen sideways.
Shot, Paul.
Good.
Shot.
It's going to be hard to roll it anywhere gray.
Yeah, good call.
And this is one of those ends that you see lots of rocks and may very wind up with a blank with a double here and then a double back.
And not happy. Ian right out of his hand.
Okay.
And that will likely result in a force, possibly in this end. Other scores, it is Quebec and a steal for Eric Bedard as he leads 3-0. And Team Saskatchewan a 2-1 lead over BC, and Matt Dunstone with hammer there in 4.
Cover the top 4-1.
No, the middle
Other
one.
one. Yeah.
Maybe a rock over center would be good.
Right.
Even a little more.
Okay.
So trying to over curl the center with the guard, not protecting the stone that is higher, because that is a stone that Jamie can run back and remove the yellow PEI stone, but protecting the shot stone.
All right, guys. Hard. Hard.
Oh boy.
Gotta get it over the hog line and just. There's high guards, Kathy, then there's that.
What was that split?
I had a 30.
I had 22.
Or 28, but
I thought that would have been okay. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's just not quite as quick because he was getting like 15s on his draw of the button.
Yeah. It's like a 90.
Sir ass for the front end earns their money. Kathy, you played front end.
I did.
There you go. Good brush right at the sensor line there where you could tell where the lights.
Well, unfortunately for Jamie, all that work went to naught because it is so long.
All right, update time. Let's check in on Alec Bedard, Team Quebec, and Team Nunavut over on sheet B, and it looks like a run back try.
It's tough. He has to get right to the nose. The challenge is to be able to run red onto yellow onto red. For shot, you have to just miss the guard that's right behind it.
Line's good.
And that may actually send the stone that you're promoting to the wide side.
Yep. Sweet.
Jake Higgs, final stone.
Yep.
And he'll clip it. And a steal.
That's what we were just talking about. He hit that as well as he could have, but it is going to go out. And so one more steal.
So Alec Bedard, what a game too. We watched them at the juniors a couple years ago in Chicoutimi, and they were so close to beating PEI yesterday. He had to make a nice draw and just a little too much weight for the youngster.
Not terrible.
But a fun team to watch out of Quebec.
Not bad.
Not bad.
game, bud.
You pass him a chance.
Slide over curl?
Yep.
Okay. Where'd you have it, edge?
Yeah, edge is good.
Edge?
Yep.
Hit and flop.
What's that?
Hit and flop.
Yeah, like firm to normal kind of thing.
Okay. Okay.
He's playing the hit on this stone before his opponent does.
Oh. Oh. Yep. Yep. Hard, you gotta go.
Yep. Hard.
Hard, Scott.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. No roll.
Hard.
Jamie Murphy, double, bang, both go. What a shot.
Very nice, and rolled the shooter underneath as well to make the draw just that little bit tougher.
Coach Bruce Sloan has told me he got the boys up very early this morning. He said, we struggle with the morning games. And I said, Bruce, so do we. Well, me anyways. But sincerely, he said even during their provincial playdowns, morning games, he made a real effort to make sure the guys were up 3.5 hours before the game to make sure that they were mentally ready and ready to go from Rock 1.
Well, the advantage, of course, is that it's an hour later where they're from, so hopefully this morning draw doesn't feel so early, but sports science will talk to you about when it's important to eat so that you get the maximum potential from the food that you're ingesting into your body, and it's early. It's not a granola bar on the way to the rink anymore if you're really trying to perform at your best.
Nice numbers on draw weight for Brian Cochrane, and he needs a beauty here. Final stone on the way in 3.
Yep, yes for line.
Gotta go.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
O'Rourke and Curry, and now McCauley. All three scrubbing as hard as they can. Got to get by that red stone. It'll clip it. And does it roll in enough? I think maybe. Is that good enough for third shot stone?
I think so.
Just. So 2 for sure. Thank you, Paul. It's close. Oh, okay.
Sideways there.
Just the 2.
Did, yes. And then lost a little momentum.
So a good start for Nova Scotia. They take 2 in the second and steal 2 in the third for a 4-1 lead. Nice start this morning for Jamie Murphy as he leads PEI in our feature, and he's come to play.
Well, he has. We talked about the numbers coming into this game, that Nova Scotia was ahead in most of the categories against their opponent. And for Jamie, a tough start with picking on his first stone, was kind of scrambling to get caught up, but had an opportunity here. Not only makes a wonderful double, but he rolls that shooter over. That actually becomes the catcher and gets in Brian Cochrane's way and leads to a steal of 2.
The key shot is brought to you by OK Tire, service, repair, and tires.
Wow.
7.
Wow. Stay with
So
it.
playing our way in this fourth end.
Line's
4
great.
points in 2 ends for Nova Scotia, Jamie Murphy. So hammer back to PEI, and Brian Cochrane here throwing the yellow stones. And you see the corner is up, and then around the corner. As Mark O'Rourke, 2 good stones to start this fourth end.
Tight. We're 2. Just get it tight.
Tight. Yeah.
And it needs to be tight because of where those 2 stones are. So ideally you would like the first one to be top 4 and then the second one nice and tight to the house. But because there is a stone that is deep and then there's one that is top 12 foot, lots of room for PEI to utilize those stones to freeze to, and that's why it's not a long guard. This is more about blocking the path to the freeze. And ideally not being locked on so they could run it back if they need to, but it's just a little bit light, it seems.
Yes! Hard!
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
Heavy.
Whoa.
Heavy. Go to the back.
Whoa.
To the back.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
And a little too slick. It will use the backing, though. Second shot stone.
Too much juice.
Control.
Ideally not sit right there. Don't want to create a wall against the back. So a hit and roll underneath or a hit and a roll away is better than a nose right there.
Wait, good. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
32-year-old Scott Zachary.
Yep. Hard, Paul.
His fourth Brier appearance.
Hard. Right to it. Good.
And the shooter hangs on. So 2 back there.
I don't know if it is.
For Nova Scotia, back 12.
I'm looking at the 2.
It's good.
I think for
Okay,
Scott,
that
that's
one.
fine.
Think so.
It rolls away a little bit. Whether it's third shot or not is not as important as that he didn't create a wall that PEI can draw to.
PEI, one of those provinces yet to win the Brier Tankard. And for Nova Scotia, 3 all-time. The first one way back in 1927, and then in 1951. And we mentioned 2004, Mark Dacey and one of his teammates on the bench, Bruce Lonis, coaching Nova Scotia this year.
Jamie just taking a good look.
They're 2 and 3.
Okay.
Probably just to the T line, eh?
Okay.
You like that?
He said?
You like that? You like that?
Yep. Do you like that?
Yeah.
We've talked about this building being a lively building, a loud building. Not only are you dealing with 3 other sheets in play where lots of people are yelling, but the crowd is very energetic, which is wonderful for the players. We've heard lots of applause for all the teams that are out here, but it does mean that communication becomes a little bit of a challenge
Line's good.
when you're yelling up and down the sheet.
Line's great. Clean it.
Yes.
Line's great. Yep.
T.
Hard.
Yes.
Hard line. Just line. Room.
T.
That's okay. Yep.
Do not want to be
Hard.
deep.
Sit.
Nice shot, Paul.
Good shot, Paul.
Very nice. Great finish. Greg Owasco, as a co-ice technician along with John Wall, doing such a wonderful job. I know that their concerns are that the rain is supposed to be coming and what will they do with the humidity. They've been trying to cool the building off, and it is a very cold building to begin with. But so far, not a complaint about the ice. Great finish. Good speed, stays consistent.
We're right on the shores of Lake Ontario, and of course the start of the St. Lawrence River. A lot of water in this area.
There is.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
It's me, Morgan.
Yep! Yep! Whoa! 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 Morgan! Morgan!
Okay.
Good.
Shot.
Shot.
So a bit of a wall now. A couple red stones there just behind the tee line.
And he's left his own stone, something that can be
Get another one
promoted.
in there. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Good time to match these babies up, too. Yeah, yeah.
Well, he's talking about matching the stones. And so when you have an opportunity to throw 2 stones in a similar path, it is a great opportunity to see what they do. If the stones are matched, they will finish to the same spot. If one is straighter than another or curls more than another, you'll see it in where the stone winds up.
Could use to curl a bit.
Needs to curl. Okay.
Oh, doesn't need to curl, doesn't need to curl. Yep. Yep.
And I would say they're pretty matched.
Pretty good draw, Wade. 2 nice stones there from Paul Fleming.
Yeah, those are good, Paul. Yeah.
I think that's all right.
Over curl a little.
No.
Don't even need that, really. I guess pretty close, eh?
We need to just chop it a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Tap it a bit,
No
roll
more
to
than
the
that, Ian.
inside.
What number,
So you move this stone back to about this area right here, and the key is rolling your shooter in that mix right there.
Back 12.
Yep. Yep.
Ian McCauley
Back 12.
has a birthday later on this month, March 25th. Has to curl up, little tap, and it will be shot stone for now, but wide open.
A little heavy. Just a hair heavy. Hair heavy? Hair heavy?
Just a hair. I got the call.
Wow.
As long as
no,
you'd be jamming
'cause
on this one. You'd be jamming on this, like, because you'd be throwing what, hackish? Boardish?
He knows.
Yeah, you're not jamming on that one with the flop. But it does, there'll be 4 yellows in there.
Go that way, or
I don't mind the peel through the hole.
And just leave them to freeze, and
Yeah.
then force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we hit and flop, if
might
if we nose and do something like that.
Yeah, you might cue it up
That's
too,
what I
right?
mean,
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, edge.
Yeah, just inside edge.
So the concern is just about the yellows that are in play, even though you look at that right now and you think, gosh, red's lying 2.
Try and make a little roll.
Jamie's concerned that if you wind up rolling a little bit, a run on the yellow stone
Yeah.
on the left drives it into all 3, and all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of yellow.
Yeah, we jam it on the back one. Then all of a sudden there's 4 yellows in there.
I like this.
We'll be laying 3 with this.
I like this.
So trying to run that yellow between the red that you see at the back of the 4 and the red that's at the back 12, just over, or rather underneath Paul Fleming, just get rid of it.
Easy.
Skip stones here
Easy.
in 4. Jamie Murphy.
Easy. Yep.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
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 Hard.
Good.
He'll slash it right through, pick a yellow stone as well, back 12.
And that's the safe shot.
It's good.
Significantly less risk that way.
Speed's good.
Over to Quebec and Nunavut, and we'll get an update for you as Jake Higgs from Strathroy, Ontario, the import, so I'm sure a lot of fans here for him this week. His final stone, trying to battle back here versus Quebec in the 4th.
Well, he's facing 3, but his degree of difficulty is far less than last time when we came to the update, and he was trying to make that tough run back. This is a draw looking for the 4-foot.
Can't hurt it, I don't think.
Yes, you can. Put it on the tee.
Facing
Easy.
Alec Bedard,
Just one.
based out of the Montreal area, just a 3-hour drive east of Kingston. That is a nice draw weight there.
One banana.
One banana, there you go. So Jake Higgs on the board for Nunavut.
One yellow.
And someone over there will pick up their first win at this year's Brier.
It's close.
Gotta go, I think.
Yep.
And this is what we talked about in some of the keys, is that with playing lots of
Line's
rocks,
good. Line's
sometimes Brian leaves himself some very difficult
whoa.
shots, very precise shots.
Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Hard, boys.
Hard.
Go hard.
Go.
Go hard.
This front end's been busy. Mark O'Rourke and Morgan Curry. And that's in there for 3rd shot rock.
Well, the hardest part for Brian is that he took away his draw to the button.
Updates continuing. Kathy, let's get you back to work. Northwest Territories wild card, 1 to come in 4.
Well, for Mike McEwen, you can see that that yellow stone is second shot. So it looks like he may be trying to play a hack weight, a very soft weight down to that red stone that is buried belonging to Jamie Cooey, and tap it back to lie 2.
Had to win that playing game on Friday night versus Glenn Howard.
No.
Clean.
Always a tough game. You don't know to plan for, what, 10, 11 days or just the one night.
Clean.
And they managed to come through, and now final stone, Mike McEwen trying to come through this little port.
Curl and go. Gotta go. You gotta go on the red now. Gotta go on the red.
Trying to get it to curl up, tap the red. How far can they move it? And it looks like,
oh boy,
man, 1 for sure.
Geez, that didn't dip at the end.
I think just 1.
Yeah, I think it may be just 1 as well.
It's really close. It's really close. 1 for sure. Measure.
We're looking super curling.
Yeah. All right, so sounds like 1.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
And I believe they're going to put a stick
We're measure
to it.
it.
All right, so 1 for sure. We'll get you up to date as soon as they measure. We'll let you know. So back to our feature. Obviously, nice end here for Nova Scotia, putting some heat on, and final one on the way for Jamie Murphy. Is he coming in again here, Kathy?
Line's good.
I think he's playing a guard.
Line's good.
Line's tight. Line's real tight.
Halfway.
Just taking away that bump, that yellow bump,
bet.
maybe? Yeah.
Just because that draw, Brian will have to go further out.
Wow, look at this handle. That is just going straight sideways. Wow.
Good. Good.
That is where that rotation, we've seen it twice in this end from Nova Scotia players, not crisp.
It's definitely there for 2, eh? Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like it stopped in time, though, to do the job, and just the in-turn draw.
There's some right angle curl there.
Available
Holy
now
smokes.
with 1 to come
you got out
for
too.
Brian
Like that?
Cochrane.
I think it was makeable from the half.
Yeah.
4 foot is available. It's just a brand new path. That's what really creates the degree of difficulty on this shot.
Just try to throw this a little crisper here.
Well, we saw earlier his draw weight this week in the 90s.
Oh, he's made some wonderful
lovely
draws.
Yeah, he's brought his draw weight in his pocket for sure for this year's Brier. So needs another one here, Kathy. Final stone.
Line's good.
In 4.
Line's a little tight.
Really a must make here. Has to put it on that button. He'd love to.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Go hard. Line's real tight. Line's real tight. Go.
Got to drag it by their own yellow stone, and they will tap. And my goodness, that is another steal of 2. Back-to-back steals. 4 points and 2 and wow. Stealing their way to this lead, up 6-1 after 4. And as promised, an update on the measurements between the Northwest Territories and Team Wildcard.
Yep, red. Hit. 1.
Wow.
All right, so after the measurement, Team Wildcard, 3-1 advantage after 4. It is the Tim Hortons Brier here in Kingston, Ontario. Draw 6 this morning, and look at the 2s. Deuce is wild here for Nova Scotia. Kathy coming in. That steal in 3 was the first steal for Nova Scotia. How about now back-to-back? 4 points and 2 ends. And an interesting stat as well. Alberta, who is undefeated thus far, is the only team yet to steal at the Bonspiel so far. So as the tournament, the Tim Hortons Brier still in its early stages, obviously, but the steals, the story in our feature.
Well, it really is, and it's been draw weight, and Brian Cochrane has been very, very close. In all of those cases, he grazed off a guard just under throwing, and the problem is because this ice curls so hard, so much, he's been caught with losing weight as it starts to make the big finish. But it is a long game, and so for Jamie Murphy, loves seeing himself up 6-1 on the scoreboard, and we talked about Scott and Mr. Fleming has been keys in the middle, so much ahead of their counterparts, but it's a long game and you can't leave too many rocks in play because all of a sudden your stones are the friend of PEI. So rock management's going to be key for Nova Scotia.
Okay, Scott.
And Kathy, both these teams going back to back today, this afternoon, right back on the ice. Nova Scotia taking on Nunavut, and PEI also in action as well, as they will take on Team Quebec.
Well, so Morgan finds himself in a position where he's having to throw heels on guards, trailing by 5, but it's the only way to try to move some stones out.
This just goes to here.
Just draw around. Okay.
Pick half.
When you're up 5, you don't want rocks in play, and the guards, even though it's protecting part of your own, is not what you want it to be. The other option you have is coming off the corner guard and trying to spill towards the middle.
Close.
Nope.
But it's about removing some of those stones that PEI can use to hide behind.
Let's have a peek on Sheet C. BC and Saskatchewan this morning. And Matt Dunstone a 2-1 advantage. And his final stone on the way in 5.
Well, it is a protected stone. There was a very long guard up front on the AGI logo. And so for Matt has to get behind that and tap the stone back for a potential 2. There's that guard I was talking about.
So by the guard, no problem.
Great shot.
By the guard on the red stone. That's a nice little tap. Good touch weight, good shot. And Saskatchewan in control, up 4-1 over BC.
Good sweep.
And on the feature, came around, did not have to be deeper than that, is on the paint. And so Jamie wastes no time in trying to peel that corner guard away. And some wonderful numbers.
Love it,
for
that
Paul.
old school delivery, Kathy.
Yep,
Back swing.
High back swing. Get the extra momentum.
Okay.
See that James Grattan still has that delivery. You see Paul do it as well. I believe Jimmy Cotter still has that delivery as well. A little bit of old school here in 2020.
Okay, Paul.
Keep forgetting to put this on there. Jeepers better here, okay? This is
yeah, for sure.
Or very quite the 12 foot, I think.
Keeps will go and get 2 in there then. Good.
Well, some really good numbers from Ian this morning, going toe-to-toe with Paul Fleming. That's a definite plus for the PEI team. So utilize that strength, try to get this stone behind the corner.
Real deep, real deep. Come on, gotta go real deep. Come on, go, go, go. Keep going.
As that rock settles, another update. Quebec and Nunavut. And shot stone belonging to Jake Higgs, as the young skip from Quebec has a chance here, Kathy. I think come around, play that tap, and a chance to score 3 if he can get around that red guard.
You're closer, Brian, when you look out. How much can he see?
He can see, I'm going to go with a sliver. I'd say 7/8. It's there. Trying to carve it over. for Alec Badar, and just by. He couldn't see a lot. It was definitely there. And the one thing we've seen with this young man in a couple of his misses, just weight control. And maybe it's just getting used to this ice, Kathy.
It is for sure. You know, when we saw them in Shawinigan, it was arena ice. This team does not play that much. They're all students. And so playing on this ice, normally in a curling club, you up it a little bit and it doesn't hurt you as much. On arena ice, it will track. And so that probably a little bit too much weight for that shot. And that's the only reason he missed. No, very nice.
Great shot, bud. Thanks.
Takes away that corner guard from PEI.
I don't know, Bruce Lonis might have these guys up at 4 a.m. now every morning going forward. They've come out sharp in our feature this morning for sure.
Go for easy this one.
Seven. I think it's heavy.
Whoa. Whoa, wait on lane. Oh, it's got a curl.
Coming down. Gotta go soon.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, we're okay.
Yep.
We're okay.
Yep. Hard.
Go, Morgan. Go.
That was the audible that Brian was calling to play that graze, realizing that the stone was running too straight.
Yours are going sideways.
I know. Weight was perfect.
Okay.
So playing to pick it out.
Little less, Paul.
Dialed in with his hits. It's hit number 4 on the way this morning.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
What a shot. Yellows disappear. He's on his game. Jamie Murphy, great throw.
Shot, Murph.
Thanks.
Well, he's definitely picking it out. That was always the call, and then comes across, manages to remove the other yellow stone as well.
I guess so.
So trying to get underneath that center guard, was throwing soft weight.
I guess we have to try to hit and roll underneath here.
Yep.
There you go.
So we're thinking hack.
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 Yep. Go.
Well, a big part of those low numbers are draws, and for Brian, he's been very close, but as a skip, you're not getting partial points when you're drawing against points and you wind up giving up steals. Those are 4s or 0s, and he would have been given a couple of 0s.
Well, they jumped that a little bit, Kathy, right off the start, and didn't get that curl they were looking for. And you know, Mark, I'm not alone. Like, you see, he nudged the red stone in the cup. I get fooled. Those red stones in the Tim Horton cups, they disappear. Those quarter guards.
Good board.
Okay.
Does he want to roll in and make him draw, or is just hit and stick fine at this point, Kathy? Does it matter?
You know, and I think that that's a perspective thing from Nova Scotia, what they want him to do. Ideally, if you roll under, you leave the 4 foot and you say to him, go ahead and draw.
Yep.
So that is the plan, but if you happen to stick right there, that's fine too. It's still the force.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep. Yep.
Control.
Yep.
And he will flip a little bit underneath, so I'm assuming the draw is on, and there's the broom, yes. So draw gains 3 here
Package sweep.
for Brian Cochrane.
Made a little move early, I thought.
What?
It's not getting any faster, eh, boys? So just the same kind of...
Kathy, what kind of time do you think here, hog to hog?
About 14.8 will be ideal.
Has that been pretty consistent?
It has.
Across the sheets, yeah.
There's times it's been up to 15, and it can get a little bit slower in the slide path late in the game, but for the most part, something around that number works.
All right, final stone on the way here in 5 as Brian Cochrane drawing against 3 Nova Scotia rocks.
Real hard. Really hard.
Needs full 4. Weight looks perfect. It is. Nice brushing. That's a clutch draw. It's a game saver to try keep his team alive. 6-2 as we're through 5. And some kids from Sacred Heart School. Awesome signs. Maybe some future rock stars in the house here. We're in Kingston for this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Beautiful shot of Kingston at the east end of Lake Ontario, at the beginning of the St. Lawrence River and at the mouth of the Cataraqui River. Beautiful part of Canada. We've had a great stay thus far. Kathy, time for the numbers after 5 in our feature.
Well, the story really has been about Brian Cochrane having to make some really big draw weights and coming close, but not making them. And when you look through the numbers, they are very good for both teams. The thirds are even at 88%, but it is at the skip position where Jamie Murphy is at 88 and Brian at 65 that has dictated the top line, which is the score.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by AGI Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture. Great start. Nova Scotia leads by 4. They'll help hammer when we come back and start 6.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
I've skipped and thrown third, and Jim's had a ton of experience throwing last and not skipping. He likes it. He gets a feel for the speed of the ice a little better when he's sweeping, and it's probably more my comfort zone to be in the house calling the game, so it just made a ton of sense, and he suggests we do that in November, and it's been working well since.
Myself and my team, we just want to test ourselves against the best. I'm really excited to play this field, and that's what's special about the Brier, getting to play all these teams. It's like nothing else.
Such a great field. Another great matchup. This one this afternoon, Pool A. 2 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN 1, 3, and 4. It is Mike McEwen team Wildcard and Steve Laycock, of course, playing with Jim Cotter out of BC. And you can watch at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic, Russ, Kathy have you covered. Our dear friend Cheryl Bernard joining us on Wednesday as well at the Tim Hortons Brier. So a lot of steals. You see in 3 and 4, 4 points stolen by Nova Scotia, and here in 6 they have Hammer up by 4. And I guess don't change what's been working, Kathy. Just keep it going for Nova Scotia and Jamie Murphy.
Well, for Jamie Murphy and his team, they were going to have to switch into a wee bit of a defensive mode because you are up 4. but this actually plays into the hands of Brian Cochrane because he loves rocks in play. They're comfortable with them. His draw weight has been so good all week, and it's been so close. Even when he's missed, it's been more about coming into contact with stones that take the weight off. But he's not going to be afraid, nor is his team, to play a lot of rocks because that is what they do.
Try to get it out there and give you the same weight. Same weight? Yeah, and just try to get it out.
Little tighter.
Well. Wait's there.
Lead Mark O'Rourke,
Wait's there.
who has the most Brier experience, his 12th appearance. And we watched his wife, Kathy, a few years back make that Scotties final. What an incredible run that was for PEI, and everyone was so excited and cheering that team on.
Line's really good. Yep. Real good, Mark.
Nice shot.
Live update, BC, Saskatchewan, and Matt Dunstone, a 4-1 advantage.
And Matt missed 2 doubles in a row. He tried a run back double on his first, only got the guard, left 2 lying there, and Jim split the house, and then he had another opportunity and just got 1. This is a hit for 3 in the tie.
Clean.
Widely regarded as one of the nicest men in curling is Jim Cotter.
3.
I'm working on cracking top 20, Kathy.
Keep working.
Yeah, okay, thank you. 4-4 after 6.
You got a lot of work ahead of you.
A close game between BC and Saskatchewan. We'll keep you up to date all morning long here across all the sheets.
Well, there's the kind of pocket that the team from PEI has just been waiting for.
All there.
And sometimes the tendency when you see that wall is to make sure that you're there instead of throwing it to your sweepers, trying to make it move a little bit now.
Pretty good.
No bump in.
Pretty good.
Whoa. Yep.
Attaboy. Nice shot.
Very nice.
Shot. Yep. Real hard. Hard.
Shot.
Good.
That's good. Opens up the front.
Good shot. Thanks, bud.
That's pretty good.
It's going to overcurl a little bit.
That's okay. Good shot. Hi, boy.
Thought I got it right. Thought I flipped that okay.
Yeah.
Well, the guard overcurled.
Might be as good as we're going to get.
Yeah. Right on the nose, yeah.
But this is about losing both of your own,
The nose is good.
but making sure that you're in front.
Stop. Just board.
Yeah.
It's all line.
So those 2 red with board will scatter. They may not go out of play, but it's not as much for Nova Scotia about keeping those red stones around as it is getting them out from behind that yellow stone. And the key for Scott is staying right on top, on the nose of that yellow stone.
Scott and Phil, the front end, both share a birthday later this month on March 26th. As Kroll on the brush, they just wanted to tap him. Stager is changed up. You're hoping more for a nose hit.
Where? 5.
Put her in there, bud.
By rolling off on the corner a little bit, it allows PEI to corner freeze onto that shot stone. And then any play against it would remove that 1 red and leave the 2 yellow. So corner freeze is the first order of business.
Interesting Brier fact that you can see on your screen. Of course, the format changed in the last few years. We used to have that pre-qualifying tournament and now the pool play.
Freeze it up. Line's good. Line's good for freeze.
So a nice battle here of Eastern Canada.
Just freeze it. Whoa, it's got to curl. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's got to curl. Whoa, 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 Morgan. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now. Go. Now. Go, go, go. Go hard. Okay, nice shot.
That's great weight again.
Very nice. Good pair. By PEI, very precise draw weight. Talked so much about this team coming in, about how good they are at that.
Like normal. Normal up. Whoa.
Normal. Yep.
Normal.
Oh. Normal.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Ah. Aha.
Close. Good.
Great
Good
shot.
So Paul
Shot,
Fleming, now Shotstone, Nova Scotia, with hammer here in 6.
Okay. Okay. Just back 8.
Yeah.
Took me here more, buddy. Back 8.
So it is about moving that stone back just enough to create a bit of a pocket and to keep their stone in front.
Back 8. Not heavy. Oh. Weight's good. Oh.
As Ian McCauley throws in our feature,
There
let's check
all
in
day.
Northwest Territories
Weight's
and
real
Team
good.
Wildcard. And Mike McEwen is lying 3. Jamie Cooey 1 to come. And always a family affair, Kathy,
Yes.
as he took on his brother, Team Canada, in
job.
Kevin
Good.
Cooey.
Good
And
shot.
Carrie Galusha, their sister, also here watching.
Good
We've
shot.
seen Carrie at the
Great weight.
Scotties many times, including this year as well. So a tough draw here, final stone, and he's drawing against 1, 2, and 3 belonging to Team Wildcard.
Well, Mike McEwen hit on his last stone, and that creates the
Great draw,
situation
great
of
draw.
lying 3. But for Jamie,
guys.
he's got the
Great
option of
draw.
coming down to the wild card stone. That would
Sweep for
give
T,
him
line's good.
shot.
Yep.
Any piece of the 4.
Kathy, he's 92% on draws this morning.
Hard. Hard.
Hard, Chad.
Hard. Yes, good sweep, boys.
And just enough. He comes through again. So a close game over on sheet D. And you know what? Jamie Cooey and Northwest Territories, they always are that team. You can't take a morning off, an afternoon off against them because they play you tough.
It would be a big mistake here to take a day off or a morning or an afternoon off against anybody.
Oh, Paul Fleming nearly had the Troika, all 3, just missing that Yellowstone back 4.
What? No.
Huh?
Just about, but he probably, well, he would have jammed into those other stones, but he got
Everything
one
I've been
out.
throwing
That's the
coming
key.
Here, so we're trying here, right?
Yep.
Sure. You think it's a hair faster?
Faster than practice, Frank.
We won.
Now he has thrown in this path before.
We won. Oh, just top 4.
Yeah. Top 4.
You know, we are shot. So Ian says it's faster.
Yeah.
A little bit. So I just throw what you've been throwing.
Made that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
Like, I think it's really quick on my first couple, and then it kind of comes down just a hair. So I think what you've been throwing is good.
As the last rock thrower, when you get advice on weight from your third and then you make your way to the hack, you're hoping to hear the same advice from the front end as well. It's when the information is a little bit different that starts to create a little bit of doubt in your mind sometimes.
Weight's good.
Line's tight.
I'm assuming the front end players are always right, Kathy?
Well, they do judge more stones than the back. I'm just saying.
I would love to hear you and Russ debate that.
And debate.
I would actually pay to hear that. It's a little flip inside as well, so good shot there.
Just a little more positive on that one.
Just a little heavy, eh? Just a little heavy there. At the end, just a bit much.
A hair.
Right next door, Team Quebec, Team Nunavut. And let's see, got Nunavut is lying 1 and 2, and young Alec Bedard with 1 to come.
And it looked like there was an opportunity for 4.
Yep! Yep! Hard! Hard! Hard, Brad! Hard! Hard!
Both teams coming in. 0-2 records just by the red, no problem.
Oh, he just caught that yellow on the top.
And the red does squirt in, though, so a single and a 3-point lead for Alec Bedard.
Well done.
Clean it! Line's good, yep!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Clean it, yep! Whoa!
Yep!
Whoa!
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 Back 4! Whoa! 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 Back 4! Clean!
Whoa!
Clean. Yep!
Whoa!
Yep! Yep! Yep!
This is Rock finishes up nicely right on the putt, and that is locked, and that I believe is shot stone.
Thanks.
Yes, it would appear it is that red stone.
Play with that, we'll give him 2. If we move that at all, we're giving 2.
Yeah, I know.
I think I'm gonna have to give him 1 here.
I guess we'll just go in on top.
Right.
I guess we'll just go in on top there and
Yeah,
give him
that
1.
baby's not going anywhere.
No.
Well, you hate to concede points when you're down 4, but that is Sanerhead's prevailing. There's no way to get that red stone out, and to risk anything creates an opportunity for multiple points for Nova Scotia. So Brian will try to come down on top and make the perfect freeze back and see if he can find a way to utilize hammer and extend and score 2 or 3.
Line's real good!
Pretty good.
Line's real good! 4 foot! Yep! Hard line! Hard! 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 Go, go, go! First
We're
go!
not getting it there.
Out there.
So that'll close off the path, top 12. And we'll see what Jamie Murphy elects to do. He's got 1 for sure.
Is there no danger? Like if you, what kind of weight do you got to throw to get through the hole? I think you need to throw like heavy hack minimum to get through that hole. Just because it's really warping.
I was just thinking here. Right?
Yeah.
There's no danger with that weight.
0 danger?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd probably throw pretty positive, eh?
Yeah. So just here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's there.
Okay. If we...
So trying to come through this port, catch enough of this stone that this goes back, and the shooter that's coming through stays there for 2.
It's probably a hard sweep past the red guard, too.
So the first part of the call is just getting through the hole. The second is the risk that it's going to overcurl and touch that yellow stone that's actually in the 12-foot. So it's getting by both. Has to come by that outside red one with just a paper width between his thrown stone and that guard to make this shot.
Whoa! Back 12! Whoa! Back 8, back 12! Hard. Gotta go!
Final stone on the way here in 6 for Jamie Murphy.
Okay, good try.
And there's that yellow stone.
Good try.
But it is a single. And they continue to have momentum and the lead in our feature.
Yeah.
Nova Scotia leads 7-2.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by AGI, West Steel, Westfield, Batco, Nico, SureTrack, and more. We are AGI.
Windy morning in Kingston, nicknamed the Limestone City for the local limestone used in the construction of many of the heritage buildings in the area. And the wind turbines doing their thing as Kathy Gochi and I are doing our thing on this Monday morning here inside the Leon Center. We're going to switch over now and keep our eye now on Northwest Territories and Team Wildcard in a 2-2 tie. As Team Wildcard Mike McEwen winning that play-in game on Friday. They've been perfect ever since. They come in with a 2-0 record. But Jamie Cooey and his team giving them a good run out of the Yellowknife Curling Center.
A lovely roll by Reed Carruthers underneath that corner guard. No way to access that for Jamie, and so he's going to try to corner freeze on the side of it.
It's almost just top 8, guys. Wouldn't be surprised if this takes a little bit after, like, you like this or just run that?
Jamie sat in the hack and thought about the difficulty of this, and that is a short run of that corner guard back, probably looking easier.
Is that it, or do I run this? I can't stick it buried, but we might have a shot.
I don't hate the freeze, but I don't mind the freeze, but if you want to play the random, that's fine.
Okay, I like to roll it over that way.
Okay.
Just normal,
Nose?
I think.
Okay, like dead nose, eh?
Dead nose.
Having a chat with his third,
Yeah,
David
like
Aho.
And it does look like
so.
that yellow stone at the
nose is
back
normal.
is on.
Nose is normal, and watch the one
Yeah,
I'm
it
hitting.
does look like it.
I guess
It is. If you're standing right on top of it, if it's biting that outside ring, it is considered in.
Yep. Yes.
Some great
Real
numbers
hard.
when we've done the updates. Jamie's
hit it.
made just about everything that we have seen.
Whoa!
Well, he didn't make the run back, but he did manage to clip that stone out that we thought was arguably in. So he got something out of it.
A little gross.
This is going to curl off.
So are you seeing edge of 4 or?
You could take edge of 4, be very safe.
Okay, tell him that.
Update time, BC Saskatchewan in a 4-4 tie. And you see those 2 red stones that are in pretty good spot for Jim Cotter, who throws the 4th stone, Steve Laycock the skip.
He's trying to make a big weight run back. BC putting a lot of pressure against Saskatchewan and misses both. That's a steal of 2.
So Matt Dunstone drives it right by. 6-4, BC leading after 7. Meantime, back to our feature. In a skip stones here in the 7th end. Hammer belonging to Team Wildcard and Mike McEwen, who's making his 5th straight Brier appearance.
Right through it.
Keep going. Keep going.
Well, that's where that rock that was just
Sorry,
about
boys.
out and then moved by Jamie
Yeah.
Cooey came into play. That was
sorry, guys.
heavy.
Here, bud. Ah, crap.
This double is probably rolling out.
Second time that
bad here anyway.
Mike's been team wild
It's not
card.
worth
He
the
skipped
same.
in 2018 in Regina.
Double.
6-5 record last year in Brandon.
Peel and real thin.
This is very sharp.
What is the degree of difficulty on this shot, Kathy?
You know, it's just about hitting the broom with Peel Wade. It's more the line call. The pressure is more on David to call the line to hit it so thin.
Oh, hard!
Jimmy Cooey, bang it, roll it over, and just over the top. Great effort.
Caught just that little bit too much.
Like the path that Colin's taken.
So the broom down as we take one more look.
Hits it a little bit thinner, the angle sharper, it comes back down onto it.
Okay.
So the draw for two now
you're right, it's
for Mike
faster
McEwen.
after
This will be the first two
Still faster.
of the game as you can have a peek at the scoreboard behind Jamie Cooey and David Aho. That's pretty good. Nice numbers for Mike this morning after 6 ends.
Yeah, you're right. It's better than I thought it was. It's better than I
Broom's
thought.
down.
It's curling lots though.
Broom's down.
Traveling
Line's
okay.
good.
It's traveling
Any
okay.
piece.
Still getting middle though.
Just keep her sliding.
Team Wildcard,
keep
Colin
going.
Hodgson,
Show me where that
Derek
is.
Samagalski, Reed Carruthers,
Full top four.
longtime friend
No,
of
I
Mike
didn't.
McEwen.
Good sweep.
That's nice draw weight. So the first two on the board belonging to Team Wildcard
Right now.
out of the West St. Paul Curling
before the
Club.
break.
Welcome back to Kingston, inside Leon Center. Holds about 6,700 people.
Yeah.
And home to the OHL's Kingston Frontenacs on a 7-game road trip. They don't play again till Friday, March 13th versus Hamilton. Hasn't been a great season
line's good.
for Kingston in the OHL.
Line's
But we're
good.
very happy to take over their building
Go
for this
ahead.
year's Tim Hortons Brier. Our feature
No, we're
matchup
off the
now.
guard. The guard, it's
Team
fine.
Wildcard.
Fine. Line's
Saw the
good.
draw. Mike McEwen leading 4-2 over the Northwest Territories.
Line's
So
perfect.
Jamie Cooey
Go ahead,
with
Derek.
hammer here in
Go ahead,
8,
bud.
throwing the Red
Right here.
Stones.
Yep, keep going. Keep going for distance. Go for distance. Nice.
Good.
Shot.
It's good. Shot.
Well, some wonderful numbers from both of the leads this morning, right on par with each other, so no advantage to either team. We consider 5% to be the difference at which you start to see that there is an edge or an advantage to one team over another. So anything less is considered a wash.
Hard everything. Hard, 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 Chad. Come on, Chad, push. Dig, 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 dig. Keep going, keep going. Keep going for curl. Keep going, keep going, keep
Lead
going.
Stones on this team, Cole Parsons, who is a youngster, 25 years of age. In his second Brier appearance, he played on this team in Brandon. And 2019, lead for Jamie Cooey.
Close.
Line's good.
Toppy!
Whoa.
We're to it. We're bouncing a little.
I think it's good.
Wait.
Wait, on its own.
We're not light. We're bouncing a little. We're top board. Can we take
No.
thick?
We're
Put
not
your nose.
great. Yep, go, Hodge.
Shoot.
Whoa. It's just hard. It's not great. Okay.
Shoot. Switched our game.
Now, we talked about no difference in a wash between the leads. Well, the second's identical.
Which way?
And this is starting to tell us a story why, when we came to this game, it was a
Board.
2-2 score.
That's board here, shot.
That one?
Yeah.
Going away?
And Shad McLeod in his first Brier, he was the alternate for this team last year. And he is a pilot by trade for First Air.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep, 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 yep.
Just board.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay.
Not all bad. Gets it behind the corner.
Pretty good.
So a busy morning for Quebec and Nunavut. Both these teams in a pretty good battle, looking for their first win. They're both on the ice again this afternoon. Final stone on the way for Jake Higgs.
Well, you saw the 2 stones belonging to Quebec at the top of the house. So a piece of the 8-foot is what he needs.
You're on the good pebble.
Not heavy.
It's fine. It's fine.
Can't
Clean
hurt
it.
it. Can't hurt it. Keep her coming. 14. Okay. Good judging.
And the team out of the Iqaluit Curling Club. Yeah, it's a good team shot. Good judgment. Nice draw weight on the button. And a single, keeping his hopes alive, down by 2 to Team Quebec and Alec Bedard.
I thought it was good.
And you saw the soft shot by Derek to remove that Northwest Territories stone out in the wings. For the Northwest Territories now trying to not only get rid of it, but trying to roll this to the inside. And because Derek rolled a little bit to the outside, it's now possible to do that.
Go! Cole! Cole! Gotta go! Gotta go! Get in there. Good. It's good.
And just a nibbler.
It is.
I don't know, you can just rip it too. I think you try this. Stop.
A lot of fans in the building this morning, and we recognize that guy. There's John Morris handing out a pin. 2-time Olympic gold medalist. That's awesome. And a little fist bump there as well as Johnny Moe. We see him compete for many years at the Brier champ, world champ. He's actually won it all when you look at his resume, and he is the alternate now for Team Ontario. And John Epping this year.
Well, he's probably here in a scouting mission looking at who's throwing what rocks, but he is a super class act. I know he was very involved with Big Brothers for some time. I'm not sure if he still is, but very interested in supporting young men and women.
And now a dad himself as well as life changes. 3-time Brier champion, won that.
He's got a medal of his own, but I'm sure he's very interested in this young man's. Hey, do you know who this guy is?
Board. Okay.
That's
awesome. That's awesome.
Couple of rock stars right there. Well done.
Board. Yep. Oh, yep. Yeah.
You know, Cole and Shad and David all living in Yellowknife, and good on Jamie Cooey taking a young team under his wings. I mean, he has been to the Brier many times. He's been here each and every time since 2009 and providing his experience to give some youngsters that advice and leadership.
And here's where you see the difference on the sheet this morning. We saw even, and there's a big gap.
Good.
And it's this young man here that is making the big difference in terms of setup shots, in terms of getting out of jail free cards. Whatever he has done this morning, he's obviously done it almost 30% better than his opponent.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Reed Carruthers
Whoa.
on and off. Bang, through the hole. They'll lose their yellow, but still.
Good shot.
Job well done for the Brier champion from 2011, Reed Carruthers, winning with Jeff Stoughton as a second.
Safety did a hair at the end. Yeah, I just had to keep him on it. Maybe would have just feathered
And
it.
he's having a wonderful week so far. His first 2 games in the 90s.
How much weight?
What a comfort for a guy like Mike McEwen to know that that's in front of him, beyond their relationship that we've talked about, them being such great friends for a long time. Starting to see it worked. There were definitely bumps in that relationship between Mike and Reed, both coming in as skips, not sure who would skip, who would play third, and trying to find their way, and seemingly now starting to do just that.
David Shooter will spill right out.
Playing to guard.
Tight guard. Over curl would be good. How's that ice look?
I think it's a lot.
Well, once she gets to the edge of 4, it goes.
I think for a draw, this would be.
Okay, what would my draw of the button look like?
I think this is your draw to the button.
In this track?
Deep top, yeah.
Okay, then it's too much ice. A little less. 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 Less.
Wait, you can see
Reed isn't buying into
is
it.
not buying into that.
That's good.
Kind of moved the broom up and down the first time. It didn't move it over. And what you are hearing about the over curl, if they're going to show a piece at all, they want to make sure they show the center line side, because in removing it, Jamie will roll into the open. If they leave it on the other side of it and he rolls under a corner guard, and now Mike's fighting to not give up 2.
Nice and tight, guys.
Off. Just most separation possible.
Nibble's okay.
Never. Okay.
Mike's best showing at a Brier 2017, that bronze medal in St. John's.
Picked up.
Yeah. Had a 10-4 record that year. 6-5 last year in Brandon.
Oh,
it's okay.
That would have been fine the first half.
Yeah.
The speed's really changed.
It's good, really good speed.
The speed's really changed.
He's throwing this.
Out turn, yep. Little low.
Sliding in allows Jamie to try the double.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Right to it. Hard. Shoot.
And he'll drive it by. Shooter rolls out. Well, we began on Sheet A, our feature, Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. And we got a bit of a mess again here, Kathy, as we pick it back up. And shot stone is PEI on the button.
It is, and it is Brian Cochrane trying to find a way to score 2. I'm wondering if he's just trying to get to the inside, go through that port between the yellow and the red stone to get, use it even as a bit of a redirect to get to the button for 2.
Yeah, just a little chip in. I guess you could try the wide slash and just tick it in sideways, but pretty high degree of difficulty to get through there.
And this is curling very hard.
And where does this end up?
Oh boy.
And that'll actually bump the red in, I think, for shot stone.
I do think you're right.
Close.
I have no idea.
It's been that kind of morning for PEI.
Get the line. Line is most.
But full credit to Nova Scotia. We started with that game, and Jamie Murphy, his team, they came to play, and they were really solid and very sharp.
Hit it early.
Clean. Line's better. Line's good.
Hit it early.
So we'll come back.
Please
I believe they will measure.
Clean.
Might over curl.
Clean. Line's really good.
Might over curl.
Line's really good.
So Mike McEwen, his final stone, doesn't have hammer here in 8,
Clean.
looking to...
Well, throwing less weight this time, Brian, having gone through this path the first time.
Looking to throw that guard, and he does pretty successfully. So now...
That's all I wanted there. Just keep going. It's a good spot. Yeah.
Well, the edge this morning to Mike McEwen. That 10% really makes a difference. And Jamie, the couple of shots that we've seen, just not perfect in running doubles, but they have been pretty tough. But the edge, McEwen.
Player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Okay.
So the draw here, Kathy, take your single. Would you ever consider that run back and you blank, or is that just too risky, too late? You need a point.
Yeah, you know what? It's a high degree of difficulty to do that. You're not even running your own stone in, so that if it sticks around, you say, okay, well, what the heck? And they don't really want to do that. It's a really tough shot. Here he needs 4 foot.
Easy. Line's good, guys. All you.
And 4 foot for the single is reasonable on ice that has been so consistent.
Gotta go live. It's really
So try and pick up your single here and work at the steals in 9 and 10, but weight is not there. And a steal of 1 for Mike McEwen, team wildcard. So some frustration for Jamie Cooey and a 3-point lead for Mike McEwen. Welcome back to our Brier coverage here in Kingston. And a steal of 1 and 8 there for team wildcard Mike McEwen. So 3 points and 2 ends and a 5-2 advantage. As Jamie Cooey and his team have to come on back with Hammer down by 3 with playing their way in this 9th end.
Probably it.
And on a brush to this stone. Lead stones for Team Northwest Territories from Cole Parsons.
It was interesting that last end. We heard Mike say twice that he felt that it had gotten quicker, that it was actually running faster, and even slid in on his first one. And so the expectation if Jamie didn't make that shot is that he might have actually been heavy, but in fact it was light. So different paths or different feels by the different players.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Right up, right up,
Good.
right up, right up, right up. Good, good.
Good. It's good.
Well, I thought about it.
Now, the less rocks, the better for the team wild card at this point. So making a couple of stones go away that Derek just did is all part of the plan. And Jamie trying to utilize the stone that's in the 4-foot as a guard and asking Shad to go around it to the back 12.
What's that mean?
Back 4, back 8.
Mine's
We're
tight.
close.
It's all there.
Mine's tight.
Yep, I think you can.
Only if we have to.
Mine's
you're
tight.
right. We're all there.
And after the measure, it was indeed a steal of 1 for Jamie Murphy, Team Nova Scotia. So that's pretty much the dagger. 8-2, they lead PEI.
Close.
Here hard.
Mine's good, a little tight.
A little hot.
Hot?
Yeah, back 12.
All right, just watch it then.
Derek in his 5th Tim Hortons Brier. He won a bronze medal back in 2012 in Saskatoon as the lead for Rob Fowler that year, and he's been with,
maybe make this steep,
of course, Reed Carruthers, and now joining forces, Mike McEwen.
Yeah.
Also dabbling in mixed doubles, recently
Good shot, Derek.
won the province, so will advance to the Nationals in Portage la Prairie in March.
Mine's tight.
Not heavy.
Mine's tight.
We're only at T-line.
What?
No, we're better.
Mine's good.
Gotta go.
Still tight.
Needs
Hard
a
weight.
weight.
Hard weight. Hard weight. Get some separation. Hard. Hard. Hard weight.
And we saw John Morris in the crowd, and he won the mixed doubles gold with Caitlin Laws. And I remember calling a few years back, it was the World Championships, and Joanne Courtney was with Reed Carruthers, who's in the hack right now, and they had to go on a serious run to make sure Canada qualified
to even qualify
to
Canada.
get into that discipline, and they had a phenomenal run.
Well, talk about pressure. It's a relatively new discipline, and now you are not just representing yourself, and you're not just representing Canada at a Worlds. You're trying to get Canada to even have a chance to play.
Hard!
Yep.
Hard!
Whoa,
Good.
whoa,
Whoa.
Get the yellow out, yellow out.
Yeah, Reed is having a week so far. Isn't he very early in the competition, but he's looked sharp.
Thanks.
So Quebec pulling away, 7-3 over Nunavut, and BC right next door in Saskatchewan. They're in a good one, 6-5.
Yeah. Board.
Steve Laycock,
Nice board here,
the
guys.
skip, Jimmy Cotter, the 4th stone thrower, and a good one with Saskatchewan.
Well, having to change tactics now at this point, trying to get rid of one and roll over. It's tough to score 3. But Jamie looking at ways to maybe hit and roll over and find a way to force a jam, but this is curling.
Hard to stick. Normal. Seeing this.
Clean, easy early. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
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 Yep. Whoa.
Clean.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Good.
Another nice hit there from Reed Carruthers. That was a great year, winning the Brier and then gold for Canada as well with Jeff Stoughton. Beating Scotland's Tom Brewster in that final 6-5. And the men's world's in Glasgow, Scotland this year as well, as Team Canada will go to Scotland. That would be a lot of fun for many reasons, obviously wearing the maple leaf, but to do it in Scotland.
Hard.
There's one and just underneath,
just under.
Very close.
Well, the bigger thing is losing his shooter, hoping to stick around. If he caught it thick enough, he would make the double. And if he caught it too thick, just even the idea of hitting and rolling over in front.
We can open up the ice more.
But trying to get some direction to that, just too thin.
Maybe that's close ice then.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
And so Mike McEwen will continue to try to split the house, create a force.
Up the mall. This is the same line. Is it running the same still? Air temperature's changed a bit. Feeling it cooling off. So. Okay, so same as that other one. Okay, top tee.
You heard Mike mention that he feels it's cooling off. When I do the updates and I'm outside of the booth, there's a big vent that you can feel comes on, and it's very cold. You're hearing Mike talking about the temperature in the building starting to drop.
It's like it's not quite bad.
Always Derek's rock.
Trying to manage
Tee's okay,
what the outside air is. When it's dry, they're able to bring it in, but as soon as it starts to have any moisture outside, the humidity is a challenge, and so they can't bring it in.
Good judge.
That's good.
And their concern is as the draws go on, as the day goes on, the temperature builds and builds.
Good throw.
And something that they're going to be watching. And that is going to be his problem and his concern. He said yesterday, it's starting today, they're really worried. They tried to drop the temperature 5 degrees in the building yesterday. And the limited time they mostly have is between draws, and only if the outside air and the dew point is lower and low enough to bring air in without creating humid conditions that generate frost.
Gregor Wasko and John Wall, the co-ice technicians. And how about that? 140th career game passing Jeff Stoughton for 9th all-time.
Well then. Well, no, you can't.
You know, a lot of cool stories, Kathy. You got Ryan Fry, Adam Casey. They're representing their 4th provinces at the Brier this year. Brad Gushu has the most Brier wins and appearances as a skip, and he's closing in on Glenn Howard for career Brier games as well.
Well, the only number Jamie really cares about this morning is 2 right now, and that's what he would like to score here in 9. And that little bounce off means a relatively simple shot for Mike McEwen to get rid of it.
So I don't want to nose it and leave him a crazy triple blank, which would be debatable whether it was there. No, it's not the end. It's not the end of the world. No, I am trying to roll sort of out. I'm just throwing normal though.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa!
Clean!
Clean!
Yep!
Clean! Yep!
Yep!
clean.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good.
Whoa.
Good.
And away it goes.
You got through it a bit. Yeah.
So the force on
Good.
here. In 9 for Jamie
I didn't
Cooey.
want to whip it and take my own. That's good.
Shot.
That was a little through you.
Yeah,
but
just the through, but you're releasing.
And it started as our feature, and it's officially handshakes as Jamie Murphy and Team Nova Scotia 8-2 the final, beating Brian Cochrane and Prince Edward Island.
Couple feet less.
What's there?
And not a brush to it as Shad McLeod and Cole Parsons have backed her right off, and now
Wait only.
a little clean.
I think we're all there, Cole. Yep.
As that continues to slide, and
Oh dear.
Yep.
My goodness, slid too far. So a steal of 1
One yellow.
for Team Wildcard. Wow.
That's it. Good game.
And that'll do it.
Good luck. Game. Good luck.
Handshakes.
Good luck.
Okay,
Good luck, man.
And I'll tell you what, Team Wildcard
Good luck. Good luck.
continuing to win. They won the play-in game, if you count that. Final here, 6-2.
good dock half.
They've won 4 straight, 3 that count for the obvious Tim Hortons Brier standings. As we'll continue our coverage right after this.
We'll get back up.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Soft and absorbent for over 95 years.
I didn't think you were crazy though. Like, I thought
Yeah, autographs are always fun, especially after a win for Reed Carruthers and Derek Samagalski, as Team Wildcard continues to roll as they win another one, and that'll take us to the game story, Kathy.
Well, and it's that 2 that leaps out on the board in a game that was all about force and hammer efficiency. There was no 2s until the 7th end, and that really broke the game open, and then that just changed the momentum, and Wildcard would end it early.
The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And we have a few more stories to tell as the updates continue. And my goodness, we have a Redstone back button that belongs to BC. That is shot stone, and 1 more to come from the 4th stone thrower, Jim Cotter.
Well, and for Jim, you saw that he's already lying shot. This is a draw for 2, needs full 4.
Whoa, 10.
Jim Cotter teaming up with Steve Laycock. Jim himself lost the Brier final and Olympic curling trials final as well. Such a great thrower. He's always had draw weight. And he has it right there. That's a beauty. So that is good enough for 2. And BC, an 8-5 edge over Team Saskatchewan. And that's where we will stay on Sheet C to conclude this game. So Matt Dunstone, Team Saskatchewan, with hammer down by 3, trying to come back here in this 10th end.
And just from the updates, the story really has been Matt Dunstone not able to make some of those run backs. That is his shot. That is what he loves to do the best. But we saw him miss a couple of short run backs, most notably in the end that he gave up a steal of 2 after giving up 3 the end before. And so within 2 ends, giving up 5 points.
Looks really heavy.
It's not a surprise that he's trailing by 3.
Andrew Nerpin, 2nd stones for Team BC.
I think just let it die.
That's fine. Bad.
There was a great battle in BC in the provincial final. Tyler Tardy, your nephew, who we watched win not 1, not 2, but 3 consecutive Canadian junior titles, and then had a tough decision. It was in Langley, the Canadian juniors, in his hometown in Rink, Kathy, and he decided to forfeit his last year at junior to compete in the men's playdowns, and Tyler was the #1 seed in BC.
Well, he was trying to get to the Brier, obviously, but you know, if you watch that game, I thought Tyler made a couple of shots to really keep his team in early, but it was the experience of a men's team like Jim Cotter that really proved the day in that final.
Just got to stop. Yeah. It's good. It's buried.
It's good, Cat.
Shot, Cat.
And you see this at this level. We've updated Alec Bedard, the young skip from Quebec. He's got the tools. They got the shots. It's just that experience and ice reading and strategy at the right times.
And that experience of going from juniors to men's, it takes longer than I think a lot of people think that it does.
Yep.
Making the right decisions with the right weight at the right time.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Good. Good shot.
Andrew in his second Brier. He was in Regina 2018 as a second for Sean Gill.
He kind of hooped himself. He should have gone around that corner.
It's ice, isn't it? Is that okay, Deuce?
I think that's good, yeah.
Now trying to utilize that one guard that is still left in play.
Airless.
Good line.
Line's good.
What's that? Good
Line's
line.
good. Line's really good.
Good line.
Where are you?
Want to go top 12? Looks like
Go
you
ahead,
can
go ahead. Line's good.
Top 8. Switch. Top 12. Switch. Hard, boys.
Go ahead, Moss. You got a good
don't
one.
Stop.
Hard.
Hard,
Keep it
don't
going.
Stop. Gotta
Keep
keep
it
going.
going.
Keep
Big
going.
scrub,
hard,
and
hard.
Keep going. Good.
Catlin Stone will end up buried. Top 12.
Moss.
And this is just about getting rid of the open stone. Hit what you can see with a 3-point advantage.
Doesn't matter, just make it disappear.
Want to hit it right in the nose.
Okay. Yeah.
Whisker more.
Greg. Whoa.
Big numbers from Steve Laycock this morning.
Clean. Yeah.
Former bronze medalist in Calgary 2015. And just enough.
Well, they really wanted to stick out in the wings. They feel that that stone picked something cleaning the ice.
When he throws a guard on this, we can't get rid of them.
I think we got to take that chance.
I was wondering if it's this. Because then we, even if I killed it and just get over there.
Timeout.
Timeout. The issue I'm seeing here is at some point he throws a guard and we can't get rid of the 2. If we get the 4 out of the way, we still can go around this at some point and we can make this.
That's what I told Deuce, is try to get this and roll
That
over
was my
here.
first thought. In a
Just push
perfect world, I stick it here somewhere, but
ideally you actually just like kind of make a little pocket right here.
Yeah. Then you got to be careful. This might jam over here later.
Yeah.
Take this one out of play.
True. I was saying
I
like
think
hack weight, hit a
the
quarter
higher
rock.
we keep it over here, the better. But
Adam Kingsbury is their coach on the
so we go
timeout, but he
around.
stays on the bench. He's more of their
he
mental
hits that,
guru
yeah.
behind the scenes.
He's probably disrupting these, so then that changes it.
I'm just, this is probably the call. Get this back into here for now.
Just easy hack sort of thing. Hit a quarter.
I don't even think we worry about keeping it around. I think it's better for making a double on those if it's not around.
Perfect. You keep it like
Right
just
there.
out of the rings.
Yeah, okay.
Quarter rock with hack then, hey?
Yep.
I mean, as
Try
long
and
as
get it into here.
Yeah, anywhere over there. The further the better, I think.
Then we wrap.
Because then if he hits, like in a perfect world, you do this.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Quarter rock.
So you need to make some movement on the stone. This is your problem stone because this double is easy enough for Saskatchewan to make, but not if that third stone is there. So you remove this stone, you roll your shooter far out into the wings. You're always going to have this double to maybe get multiple points, but right now the triple jams. And they're going to need 3. So they don't want to get rid of stones because they need stones in play to be able to score. But they also have to create an opportunity where they can get that 3. And the best way to do that is to move that top stone out of the way and keep their shooter around.
Heavy hack.
Whoa. Clean.
Little heavy. Little heavy.
Whoa.
Former Canadian junior champ,
Gotta hit it
Braden
thick. Gotta hit it a little
Muscowie.
thicker, or else we're rolling out.
No, it's okay.
Chase it.
Sit.
Cat. Yellow.
It's good.
Good, Moss.
Good shot.
Good shot.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, thanks.
Shot.
Thanks, though.
And so because this is the open stone,
Same weight?
Steve Laycock trying to remove it.
Does it matter if you stick around here, Kathy? Can you roll out? Does it affect things?
I'm just looking at that. If you stick around, then the stones behind the corner guard don't matter as much.
Greg, clean. Yep. Yep. Hard.
And for Laycock, that shooter spinning, and it'll...
Too far.
Yeah, settle back 12, biting.
So that yellow stone now still matters. It's buried.
You have to. That or you play the
Oh, really curled again, man.
Yeah, I thought you had more weight too that time.
No, like just board
You want
weight,
to roll
hit a
to
quarter.
it.
Just roll onto
Then
it.
they pick it, you can freeze again.
Tick it so there's risk with that double.
Absolutely, yeah.
Board. You're hitting a quarter.
Basically the same weight.
So important that the roll here is in between the yellow and the red, that it over curls so that any double play attempted by Jim Cotter risks running into that red stone that currently outcounts the yellow.
Board. Yep.
All right, buddy.
Gotta go.
Hard, you got it.
Hard.
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 Kidby Schneider, what a scrub. Trying to hold the line. Little tap, tap, and one red goes. Still shot stone, Team BC,
good,
top 4.
Okay.
It's actually not the end of the world. If he makes it, sucks.
Trying to see how much Jim can see
bit
of the higher one to
Waiting
make
for
the
ice.
double.
In there.
Yeah, I think that's good.
You're kind of behind that
Just
sheet,
rolling for a
Kathy.
peel?
What can you see? It doesn't look like...
Not a lot, but you don't have to hit a whole lot to
Right.
get the double.
Yeah, about a quarter.
That was back in 2014 in Kamloops, BC, in his hometown. That silver medal 10-3 record where he teamed up with John Morris. A couple of great years too, and then losing the Olympic curling trials final as well. Does he have anything? Jim Cotter. Oh boy. And now the door opens up for Team Saskatchewan and Matt Dunstone.
Play on it now. Sorry, I kicked out funny on that one.
That's all right.
And Kathy, we've seen this story before. The comeback kids yesterday
Close.
against New Brunswick and James Grattan and their second
Are
time
we
out.
counting this if we tap that?
I just think it.
You got to get to nose. It's really tough. I don't love that.
He's throwing it against the loss if he hits the guard.
Right.
Right.
I think that's
And
your best
he
shot.
just
It's
missed
not
it
easy.
wide, so.
Is this insane?
Well, the only thing is he noses that if we're here, he noses.
Well, then we hit for
I got to get great. We got to get great angles.
So then that
I see
4
what
is
you're
out
saying.
counting.
Yeah.
So then I got to go like that on my last.
Yeah. No, I don't. Okay, that's no good.
I think we got to take the risk, boys.
Okay, I like it.
I really do.
Just a straight tap, like hack
it.
Yeah.
Hack it.
Nose it.
We don't. As long as we just stick for shot over that. Like this is fine.
Oh, we're playing the intern.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's overbearing.
Absolutely, it isn't.
No, it's not.
The red?
You could just get to nose, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. It's tough.
That's all you need.
I don't know what else we do.
Well, I was just thinking like back line, nose tap on the yellow.
What if we tap that into here?
I don't like that.
Because this is
How do we
jam
get rid of
too.
these two then?
Well, this is jam on the double.
But he just noses it.
Yeah.
We can't
get a rock ready.
I think you're right.
20 seconds left in their timeout.
And I think that gives us a chance.
Board with...
I think you got to throw
attack
hack
rate
on your own.
Yeah, I think that's good ice.
You can see some of it, Matty.
Yeah.
I like this.
You got a good quarter.
I got almost half.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then if he jams it.
So time back in our feature. Meantime, let's have a quick look. Sheet B, Quebec, Nunavut. As Team Quebec and Alec Bedard looking for his first win at this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
Clean.
Make that yellow go away, and that will do it. And congratulations as Team Quebec win number 1 here in Kingston and in their careers at the Tim Hortons Brier.
That's wonderful.
Just a 3-hour drive from Montreal here in Kingston. And good for them, win number 1. Meantime, back to our feature.
Trying to make sure to move that red stone that currently outcounts their yellow at the top. And stick around.
And they'll tap it. It rubs on the back red.
Oh, I think that back red is outcounting it.
So right now, second and third belonging to Team Saskatchewan. And now BC using their timeout. And alternate Brad Wood will come out.
This thing is like you can get it coming up and off, so these are all really hard to hear.
What? I couldn't hear anything.
It's almost dead nose, eh?
To get them, yeah.
Hair low, if any?
Yeah, we just kind of...
Well, and no longer interested in trying to play the removal game.
It just curls.
Lying shot, want to put this stone in a place where they'll be lying two.
The hair that way, so it goes tick, tick, boom, like with a bullet.
And that Matt's going to have to figure out how to make a run double on two stones that may be very difficult to double off to get his 3.
It could be a little...
Should be good out here, eh?
Yeah, I'm thinking that 3 you can kind of throw in there. Little chop.
Yeah.
Make sure we're T-line or better.
So the O-turn draw. Jim Cotter,
Back eight's
fourth
good.
stone thrower for BC. His final 1 in 10.
Hard, guys. Hard. Hard. Come on,
Rick
hard.
Swatsky, Andrew Nerpin on the brush. Trying to drag it in there, and this is going to come up light. My goodness. Now you see that yellow-red combo, and where does the red stone go when you run it back? I mean, your opportunity's there for your 3. What happens though back there?
Well, that is the question. There's no issue with hitting the yellow onto the nose and the red goes. But for Matt, if he can manage to clip that back one at the same time and not stuff it, 4 is absolutely on the table for the win.
How will that drag though? Is there a chance it goes bang, bang on the reds and spins back up, Kathy, or should it go right out?
Well, it depends where he hits the yellow one. But if you can hit it right in the crotch, it would go. And in theory, that red that he's hitting, if it hits the crotch, will go straight forward as well. And all 3 would be gone.
You could, if he jams it solid, like spins back to the 8 foot, he doesn't count. He only counts 2.
And that's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know what's going to happen with that one stone. But we're going to find out, Kathy. They were the comeback kids yesterday versus New Brunswick. Can Matt Dunstone do it again? Down by 3. Final stone here in 10, and away it goes.
Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Off.
Curl a bit.
Off.
Down it comes. Dunstone, run it back. The red stone, 1-2, spinning. How far can it go? Right out. What a shot. They come all the way back. 4 on the board, and a big win for Team Saskatchewan.
Wow.
Yeah. Come
Well, that opportunity given by 2 missed last rock by BC. First the hit and then the draw that did not get in, but lined it up and can throw the weight.
Yes. Don't give up. Don't give up. Let's go. Let's go.
There's the voice of Adam Kingsbury. Don't give up.
Bang, and then the red. That was the question, Kathy. Hit 1, hit 2, straight sideways. And look at that celebration.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Off. Off.
Just a hair. It's really close. Curl just a hair.
Go. Go.
Oh, it feels good. What a comeback. Unbelievable. 4 in 10 with Hammer to come all the way back.
They're back.
As Team Saskatchewan is rolling.
We keep doing that.
Yeah, never say die.
I'm going to have a heart attack.
Catlin Schneider, too young for a heart attack. Come on, kid.
I'll be dead by Wednesday.
Wow, that was fun. All right, standings time. So Ontario, wildcard, undefeated Pool A. Alberta, Brendan Bottcher, undefeated Pool B. And that win for Saskatchewan, massive. Keep in mind, Kathy, 2 times, those 2 wins, big-time comebacks. So Saskatchewan 2-1, a tough loss for BC as they fall to 1-2. Remember, top 4 move on to that championship round of 8 from each pool. Dunstone gets it done here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
The 2020 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, and by OK Tire and BKT Tires.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Off.
Curl bit.
Off.
Just a hair. It's really close. Curl just a hair.
Go.
How good is that?
Pretty
As
good.
the 2-time Canadian junior champion, what a shot, 4 in 10 for the win. And for Steve Laycock and BC, they got to put that in the rear view real quick because later on this afternoon, Mike McEwen, Team Wildcard 3-0, Steve Laycock, BC 1-2, TSN 1, 3, and 4 at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Wow, that was a shot, and what a comeback. As the morning draws continue here on TSN. We've had a great time so far, and a lot of curling to come. As the Brier from Kingston lives right here on TSN, Canada Sports Leader. We'll see you this afternoon